But yeah, you can see all the seats inside there. And again, you know, the detail's absolutely spot on. It's just as exquisitely detailed as the other unit, right down to a sort of ridge-like effect on the piping there. Absolutely astonishing. But I want to give it 10 out of 10 for detail, but I can't, because I want to give it, I really do want to give it 10 out of 10 for detail, but I can't. I'm afraid I can't, because you've only got seats in one unit, and in the other unit there's no seats at all. And I just think that that's a little bit silly. You know, if Hornby can do it, why can't Bachmann? Surely. I mean, Bachmann is supposed to be more serious. Okay, so this is the running in of the Class 150 DMU by Bachmann in a Riva Trains livery. You can access the review of this particular loco by clicking on this link here. But because I had so much to talk about, I've had to split it into two separate videos. So in this video, which will be shorter, we get to see just this loco being run in. So actually the first thing I'm going to do is to show you the bizarre coupling that also conducts power and how we set that up. Okay, so coupling these two units up has obviously got something to do with this little bag of tricks here. So let's just get this open. That in itself is a mission. Okay, let's just tear into it then. Oh, okay, there's what looks like a coupler there for detailing purposes, I suppose. And there's another coupler just there for the other unit, which is nice. There's the connector, and you can see there's little bits of metal on it, which is interesting. And then we've got these two snowplows, like that, which are optional. You can put them on if you want to, but you don't have to. That's nice. So, let's put them to one side, and have a look at this coupler again. So it's got metal contacts on one side, and nothing on the other. Right, well I'll pick up the powered end first, and I'm guessing it's going to have to go in that way then. If the contacts are on the top, above the hole, then we're going to have to make sure the contacts of this are at the top. So go just slide that into there like that. Yes, it would appear so. It's not easy though. Doesn't really want to go in. Okay, well I managed to get it in, just, but I must say it's not easy. It's a really tight fit, and you've got to be careful that you don't snap any of this, or snap or damage any other part of the loco while you're trying to do it. So be careful. But it's in, so let's just couple it up to the one on the other end as well, like that, and then put it on the track, and that should be it. Okay, so we've coupled her up, so let's put both units on the track. One thing I've noticed already though is that unit doesn't seem to flow as freely as it should. So, there we go. She's on the track. No, she's not. Now she is. So let's give her some power and watch her go. Well, she may have been tricky to open, tricky to handle, tricky to set up, and tricky to review, but she's worth it. That coupling really is working. We've even got red lights on the back, just there. So you've got lights at the front, as you can see, an absolutely beautifully smooth operation from the motor, and lights at the back as well. Now I know you can't really see the lights very well on what is probably the hottest and most sunniest day of 2010 so far, but I will do another video on her in the night so that you can see the lights really well, because she does have them, as you can see, and they're beautiful. They're really nice. So what's she like? Well, as I say, she was definitely quite tricky at times, and I'm still not happy about the fact that one of the units has no seats in, but the other unit does. That is just really quite silly. But those things aside, she runs really nice. Really, really nice. She's got a beautiful motor, a really nice mechanism inside her. She's DCC compatible, 21 pin actually, so make sure you get a 21 pin decoder and not a usual 8 pin decoder. I have got one spare, which I'll show you in just a second. Here it is. This is basically what you want. It's by Bachmann. It's an easy command 21 pin decoder. They are a little bit more money than usual 8 pin decoders, but you know, there's not much you can do if you've got a locomotive that needs a 21 pin decoder. You're going to have to get a 21 pin decoder, really. This loco probably would be the closest thing I've had so far to getting 10 out of 10 on every single score, which would have been amazing. But alas, she doesn't get it, because one of the units has no seats and the other unit does. You know, I mean, if Hornby can make a Class 153, which is basically almost identical to one of those units, if they can make one of these with seats in all the way along and a really small compact motor powered bogie at one end, which is more than enough to move this unit, never mind more than, well, it's more than enough to move multiple units, never mind just this one single unit. Why didn't Bachmann do the same thing? Why didn't they put just one unit over the bogie there and allow us to see all the seats inside? I guess we'll never know.